Father Michael,
Father Michael,
Father Michael, Father Michael, Father Michael,
Father Michael.
Hey kids, it's Father Michael here. Today we're looking at the story of someone in the Bible called Naaman. And if we had a title for this morning, it would be, I Can Choose What I Think About. That's very good, isn't it? Do you know sometimes we can choose what we think about? So Naaman, he's this great leader. He's a sort of a captain or a top man in an army. But there's one thing wrong with Naaman. Although he's good at his job, he's got a skin complaint. It was called leprosy. A pretty bad thing to have. Anyway, his wife's servant had heard that a man in another country, a man of God, a prophet called Elisha, could heal Naaman. So Naaman went on a journey and he took with him his sort of chariots and horses and gifts and all sorts to give to Elisha to say, I know that you can heal me, okay? Anyway, when he gets to Elisha's place, he's thinking something. He's thinking that this great man of his God, this great man of God's going to come out, wave his hand over him, and he'll be healed. Or something like that. But that's not what happened. Do you know, the prophet Elisha, God's prophet, he didn't even come out to meet Naaman. He sent a servant out. And he said to the servant, go and tell Naaman to go and dip in the river Jordan 7 times and you'll be healed. Well, what do you think Naaman thought about this? He was not very happy. I wonder if you can do an angry face like Naaman. I bet he was mad. I'm so mad, he said. How dare this man of God tell me to go and dip in that grotty old river that you've got here? He said, I've got rivers in my own place. Rivers in Damascus, far greater than this river. So he went off in a huff. Sometimes we do that, don't we? We think the wrong things and we go off in a huff. Anyway, somebody in his gang, as he was going back, managed to speak it to him and reminded him, look, what have you got to lose? Why don't you just go back and do what the great man of God Elisha said? Well, in the end, Naaman calmed down. He did go back to the river Jordan. He did what he was told. He dipped 7 times. And guess what? When he finally came out, his skin was like a newborn baby. He'd been healed. God had healed him. But the man of God, Elisha, had told him what to do to be healed. So he had to change his thinking and think about the right stuff, what was right to do and what was good to do. And you know, we can do the same. We need to think about what we think about sometimes, don't we, kids? You see, kids, Naaman's thinking nearly lost him his healing, didn't it? Because he got grumpy about something. So we need to make sure we think the right things. I'm going to read something from the Bible, and it's from a book called Romans, and it's from chapter 12. Listen to this. It says, don't live the way the world lives. Let your way of thinking be completely changed. Then you will be able to test what God wants for you, and you will agree that what he says is right. So we can think about the right things, kids, and it will put us in a better place to do the right things. The things that God says are great. So kids, this is Father Michael saying goodbye for now, and I hope to see you really soon. God bless.